Kia ora, Brother Halbert. I'm here at home in my chapel, and this is the umpteenth time that I've had to do this video. Not very good with, I'm not very tech savvy, but anyway, it'll eventually get there, but you'll be none the wiser. So I'm here contemplating, reflecting, meditating on the Gospel of Matthew chapter 16 verses 13 to 20. To paraphrase, Christ is gathered with some of his apostles and disciples. He asks them, "Who do people say that I am?" They respond, "Me, you're Elijah, John the Baptist." And then he asks, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter gives what I would deem to be the most perfect testimony that's yet to be beaten. He says, in the words of the King James Version of the Bible, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." Then Christ goes on to tell him that the derivation of his testimony that came from the Holy Spirit, that the foundation of the church is built upon revelation and given the keys of the kingdom, and those that are gathered in that room were not to tell anyone that Jesus is the Christ. And my meditation on that ended there. But I had further thoughts about fast and testimony meeting, and it's almost the last time I attended fast and testimony meeting was 3 years ago. Friends were visiting from abroad, and they said that they'd been at Fielding Ward, and rather than then coming to my home, I'll go to church with them and sit in with them. Big mistake, because it was fast and testimony meeting. So this sister gets up, and she bears a testimony about working in the gardens. And of course, the cliched saying is that you want to be closer to God, work in the gardens. And I believe that up until the point of where she mentioned that her dog had the most humongous crap, and that she was going to use that for fertilizer. Now, how any person of reason or sane person can relate a dog crapping in a garden back to the gospel of Jesus Christ, to the story of salvation, I have no idea. And for the 8 years that I was a member of the church, I think back with a cold sweat and how much I hated them. Really, it was a cringe fest, thinking, "Oh, please God, let this just pass me over." Not necessarily fearful about what people were going to say, but more annoyed that the members, even to this day, still don't know what a testimony is. I hope that next week, or probably the week after, we'll meet up, and then that following Sunday you will have the Fast and Testimony Sunday meeting. I would hope that if the Holy Spirit inspires you to bear testimony, that you will be an example of what the Holy Spirit asks when bearing testimony, to keep it short and sweet, and to bear that simply of what the Holy Spirit has asked you to bear. And if it is in the words of St. Peter, to say to the church that you know that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. What more could be said than that? Something to reflect on. So I'm going to pray my rosary and have dinner. You and yours are ever in my prayers, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. God be with you.